Okay peeps, so synchronizing carburetors on the VX800. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but here's what you do. You're going to need your Carb Pro or equipment similar to this. Two hoses will be not needed because obviously this bike has only two cylinders, so 1 and 2. Those two hoses will be used. Here's how you plug it in. So this is on the rear carb. That's the little boot there. Okay, so you're going to need those adapters. You unscrew the factory plug-in screw, then you screw in your adapter and you hook up your hose. And on the other side it's going to be buried over there, so hopefully you can see this. So this is the right hand side of the motorcycle. Here's your carb. Again, same story. You're gonna unscrew the factory plug-in screw, put in that brass adapter, and then hook up your hose from the Carb Pro. Ideally, you're gonna have to unscrew that gizmo. Well, ideally, you have to do this. So basically, it's held by 2 screws on the frame over there. So just let it hang, and that way you're gonna have access to that port there. So once you're all hooked up, and by the way, you're doing all this once the motorcycle is fully warmed up, so let it run on idle for like 10 minutes or so, and then when it's warm you can do this. So to synchronize those carbs, you're going to have to do 2 sort of separate processes. First is synchronizing the idle, and then synchronizing the throttles. So to synchronize the idle, once everything is warmed up and connected, you're going to use that cable there and basically turn this left or right, synchronize it. So first of all, you're going to have to unlock it. There's a lock nut here, which is a 10mm lock nut, so unscrew this, and then you can use 8mm. This is an 8mm actual adjusting spanner to adjust that. So once again, that there is your idle adjustment. Okay, and once you've done that, I'm going to show you how it runs in a moment. Then you're going to be synchronizing the throttles. So synchronize the throttles, you're going to have to use, so this is the left hand side of the motorcycle, you're going to have to use that adjuster there. So again, same situation, just unscrew the nut to make it possible to turn, and you're going to use that adjuster. And on the rear carb, you're going to use the adjuster on the other side, which is on the right hand side of the motorcycle. Let me show you where it is. So here you're going to use that adjuster there. So unscrew the top nut and you're going to be turning this to adjust it. So let me show you how it runs after synchronization. Okay folks, so after a little bit of a fiddle, I think my idle is okay. This is what I got with the Carb Pro. So my idle is pretty much perfectly synchronized. Now I need to synchronize the throttle. Right, so let's just get it started. Starts pretty nicely. Is your throttle synchro, so open up a little bit. See how they still stay the same although you open up the throttle? So that's what you want. So you want the idle being almost the same. As you can see, it's pretty much perfect. And then you want the throttles to be synchronized. So that's how you do it.
A few moments later.
Right peeps, here's the update. VX800 runs okay. So carb work finished. I'm gonna have to replace the headstock bearings now because I think they're a little bit too stiff, and then the bike will need a major clean. But let's have a look how it runs. Starts nicely. Engine idling beautifully. No hiccups. Sounds lovely and very healthy. Returns to idle beautifully. And overall, I think this might be a success. A couple of little jobs to do. Engine oil, filter, headstock bearings, and it should be absolutely dandy. Thanks for watching.